Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve Accenture question asked in September month. We will be solving cognitive ability, we will be solving pseudocode, we will be solving coding questions. So please watch the video till the end. Hi all, my name is Pratik Srivastava, founder of Online Study for You. Friends, Accenture is going to conduct examination in many of the colleges. So it is very important for you to solve the question which has been asked recently. So these all questions has been asked in Accenture in September month. Okay, fine. Now friends, this particular PDF of the question, right, which you are able to see here. So this particular PDF we will be putting it on the Telegram group, right? So just go to the Telegram group in the file section, and from there you will be able to download this particular Accenture PDF questions. Okay, and don't forget to like the video. We are really putting a lot of effort for you all, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, don't forget. Now, so friends, before we start with the problem, so I will just tell you about the pattern, right? So friends, round 1 you will be having 90 question. Cognitive ability, right? So in cognitive ability, so you will be having English ability. 17 questions will be there from verbal ability English. Reasoning and problem solving, you will be having 18 question, right? Okay. Abstract reasoning, you will be having 15 question. So this will be from your cognitive ability, right? Cognitive ability. So what is the total number? So 15 plus 5, 20. So it will be 50 questions will be there from your cognitive ability. And then if we'll talk about, my dear friends, technical, right? So in that, technical ability will be also there. So common application and MS Office, pseudocode, fundamentals of networking, security and cloud. So you will be having 40 question. Total 90 question will be there, and 90 minutes of the time will be given to you. Once you clear this, then you will be able to attempt the coding round. 2 coding questions will be there for 45 minutes. Clear? Okay. Now, so friends, question number 1 is from the topic number series. Before you watch the solution, please try to solve it by yourself. So here we have 315. So friends, option we have not got. So that is the reason, right? So I am not able to put the options here. So 315, and then we have 105, and then we have 108. Actually the option was blur. Okay, 36, and then we have 39, and then we have 13, and then we have what? Now as soon as you see the question, right, don't start by subtracting the numbers, right, and then doing it. First think a bit, okay, and then only you try to attempt. So friends, here if you see, it is nothing but multiplied by 3, right? Here also if you'll see, it is multiplied by 3. 100 into 3 is 300, so it is somewhat multiple of this, right? So into 3. Now here if you'll see, so it is plus 3, right? It is plus 3. Then friends, next if you'll see, so again this is nothing but divided by 3, and then plus 3. So multiplied by, here if you'll see, so this is nothing but again divided by 3. See, in one side if it is division, then other side it will be multiplication. Divided by 3, and the next will be plus 3. So here option, right? So option which has 16 will become your correct answer, right? So question number 1 is the correct answer for the problem number, right, 1. Okay, option 16 you have to tick. Then friends, question number 2. Question number 2, they are telling in a certain code, category is coded as, right? So in a certain code, category is coded as D, B, R, C, J, R, N, U, right? And discover is coded as this. So this is not required for us. So how elephant will be coded as? So how elephant will be coded as? Now friends, so if you'll see here, this is nothing but plus 1, right? Okay, this is nothing but plus 1, and then so I will just write the alphabetical number, so it will be easy for you. So this is 3, this is 1, T20 match, E5, right? See, this you know, right? I have told you is OT 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So G7 countries, O is 15, R it looks like 8, Y is 25, under 21, November 14 Children's Day, R is 18, J, so J is 10, C is 3, R is 18, B is 2 and D is 4, right? So here 1 plus 1 will be 2, and then 20 minus 2 and 5 minus 2, then plus 3 and then plus 3, then here minus 4 and here minus 4, right? Okay, fine. Then E is nothing but 5, right? Okay, E is nothing but 5, lunch at 12 in SBI, E is 5, Prince 16, H will be 8, H, if we close this, it will become 8. A is 1, November 14 Children's Day, T 20. Now here what we will do, plus 1, then minus 2 and then minus 2 and then plus 3 and then plus 3 and then minus 4 and then minus 4. So 5 plus 1 will be 6, 6 is nothing but F, fix 6. L plus 1, 12 plus 1, 13, 13 will be M. 5 minus 2, so E minus 2 will be C, 3. P minus 2, 14, November 14. H plus 3, 8 plus 3, 11. 11 will be, so 10 is J, so K, Kings 11 Punjab. A plus 3 will be nothing but D, okay. 14 minus 4 will be 10, so 10 will be nothing but J, and 20 minus 4 will be 16, it is P. So the option, right, F, the option which has FMC, NK, DJP will become your correct answer, right? So you have to identify the logic and then you will be easily able to solve. You do not have to spend that much of time which I am spending basically, right? Okay, fine. Now friends, question number 3. So question number 3 says find the missing number in the series. So here we have 7, 13, 24, 40, 61, 87, and what will be the next number, right? Okay. Now let us take the difference here because the numbers are not becoming bigger and bigger. So you have to take the difference. So it is 6, it is 11, it is 16, it is 21, and here it is nothing but 26, right? Okay. So this is 2-layer difference basically. So this is a question from the 2-layer difference. 2-layer difference, okay. Now this is 5, this is 5, this is 5, and this is 5, right? Okay. So next will be also nothing but 5. So 26 plus 5 will be 31, 7 plus 1 is 8, and 8 plus 3 will be 11. So 118 becomes your correct answer for this particular problem, question number 3, right? Okay. Now question number 4. So question number 4 here, we have 11, right? So there were many questions which will be coming from number series. Minimum 5 questions were there from the number series. So 11, 26, 43, okay, and then 63, and then 87, 116, and then it is what? Now friends, if we'll take the difference, so it is nothing but 15, okay. Then if we'll take the difference, it is 17. Again, if we'll take the difference, it is 20. Again, if we'll take the difference, it is 24. Again, if we'll take the difference, it is 29, okay. So what is basically happening? So this is again second layer difference. So this is again 2-layer difference question. Now again, if you'll try to see, so the difference is 2, the difference is 3, the difference is 4, the difference is 5. So next the difference will be 6, right? So 29 plus 6 will be nothing but 35, and 116 plus 35 will be nothing but 6, 5, 11, 4 plus 1, 5, 151. So 151 will become the correct answer, right? So 15, 17, 20, 24, 29, right? So here 5 difference after 6. So 6 plus 9 is 15, 35, and 35 plus 15 will be 50, and plus 1, 51. So 151 for this question, you had to mark the option which has 151. Okay. Now friends, lot of questions are there which we will be solving it, and many of the student has already cleared Accenture, right? So if you are the one who are going to write Accenture and don't want to regret later that this Accenture crash course would have helped you a lot, then get it right now. Okay, so get it right now and start your preparation. Okay, because friends, this 800 rupees, right, because of that you will definitely be able to crack Accenture, because already lot of content we have put it, okay, which you cannot even imagine. More than that, contents are not required in this particular crash course. Okay, so get it today and don't regret later. Now, so the next question, friends, what we have here is, so is a question from the topic, right? Question from the topic sitting arrangement. 5 dancers. So 5 dancers, Anna, Liam, Joy, Ethan and Grace are standing in a row facing north. So we have 5 people here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you make one more diagram where we have the 5 people. Okay. So 5 dancers, Anna, Liam, Joy, Ethan and Grace are standing in a row facing north. Although not necessarily in the same order, it is known that Joy and Grace are standing at the end of the row. Now friends, so there is a possibility, see, they are sitting at the end. We have two end, left end and right end. Now suppose Joy is sitting here, then Grace will be sitting here. If Grace is sitting here, then Joy will be sitting here, because this is our right end and this is our left end. So we have 2 end and they can sit any one of the end. Only one person is standing to the left of Anna. So only one person is standing to the left of Anna. So it is very much clear that Anna will be sitting here. Then only one person will be standing to the left of Anna. Liam is standing adjacent to neither Grace nor Anna. So Liam is neither adjacent to Grace nor Anna. Okay, fine. So now friends, we have 2 places here. Okay, and here also 2 places are there, right? Okay, so they're telling, so Liam is neither adjacent to Anna, so Liam is not sitting near to Anna, and Liam is also not sitting near to Grace. Okay, so now where Liam will be sitting? So definitely Liam will be sitting here, right? So definitely Liam will be sitting here. In this particular diagram, if you'll see, so both the places, right? So see, not adjacent, okay, sitting not adjacent to them, that means they are not sitting near. Adjacent means nothing but near. So near, adjacent, this is my adjacent and this is my adjacent, right? Okay, so in this diagram, definitely if you'll see, then okay, fine. Now so Liam will be sitting here, and who is another person? So another person is Ethan, right? So Ethan will be sitting here. So this my diagram becomes wrong, because in this particular diagram I was not able to place Liam. Now the question is, who is sitting adjacent to neither Anna or, okay, so who is sitting adjacent to neither Grace or Anna? So basically this question here is like, it will be a little different. So just let me check once. So what was the question asked? Because it is being repeated here. So just a minute and I will tell you. Okay, so I will have to see the question. Okay, where is the question? So the question here is, okay, so who is standing immediately to the left of Ethan? So the question is, who is standing? Okay, so the question is, who is standing immediate left of Ethan, immediate left of Ethan. So your answer will become Anna. So Anna is nothing but to the immediate left of Ethan, right? So friend, the problem will be simple. The only thing is, you can see, right? I don't know if you're able to see this question or not. So because there are numbers are there, right? So that's the reason I have not taken the screenshot. So here, right? So here the student particular, that number is there. So that is the reason direct screenshot is not been taken here, right? So your answer will become here Anna. Okay, so this was option C in the question which you had to tick it. Now again friends, next problem. So next question is, 6 siblings, Anna, Ben, Grace, Jack, Tom and Joe are standing in a row facing north, although not necessarily in the same order. So now we have 6 people here. So always try to make 2 diagram. Okay, so what will be the advantage? So the advantage will be, right, so the things will not get messed up. Okay, the things will not get messed up and you will be easily able to do the problem in the examination. So 6 siblings, Anna, Grace, John, Tom and Jack, Tom and Joe are standing in a row facing north, although not. Joy is standing second to the right of Ben. Okay. Grace is standing second to the right of Joy. And Jack is not adjacent to Joy or Ben. No problem. So Jane is standing second to the right of Ben. So what I will do, see, definitely you'll have to take the possibilities here. So I will put Ben here. Second right is who? Joy. So first right, second right. Second right will be Joy. Okay. Grace is standing second to the right of Joy. So again, Joy is here. So first right, second right. Who is standing? Grace. Now, what is the other possibility? Sir, other possibility, the Ben will be sitting here, and then the Joy here, and then the Grace here. So friends, see, why I have taken two diagrams here? So that now you see, when you have the possibilities, you are easily able to place them. Okay? No confusion at all. We are easily able to place them. Our diagram is not messed up. Clearly? Okay. So I hope it is clearly explained that Jack is not adjacent to Joy or Ben. So Jack is not sitting near. Adjacent means nothing but near. So Jack is not sitting near to Joy or Ben. So Jack cannot sit here. Jack cannot sit here. So in this diagram, Jack will sit here. Okay? Because Jack is not sitting near to Ben and Joy. Now, here, Jack cannot sit near to Ben. Jack cannot sit near to Ben. And Jack cannot sit near to Joy. So the possibility which we have assumed here becomes wrong because we are not able to place Jack. Okay, now. So who is standing second to the left of Jack? Right? Okay. So now who all are there? So we have Tom and we have Anna. Right? Which is not placed here. So friend, second to the left of Jack is first left and second left. So here either Tom or Anna will be able to sit because we are not able to decide what is the position of Tom and what is the position of Jack, right? So in option you had Tom or Anna, so that option you had to select. Clear? Okay, very good. So I hope friends you are understanding the things, and if you have doubt anywhere, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, fine. Then the next problem here is 6 siblings. Okay, are standing in a row. So standing second to the right of Ben. Okay. Now this is same thing. Okay. Now question number 7. So question number 7, if you'll see. So here who is, okay. Question number 7. So you have 7 boys. So this question is little tricky. So please try to solve it by yourself first. So 7 boys, Ricky, Brian, Finn, Jack, David, Harry and Tim are standing in a row facing north. Not necessarily in the facing north, not necessarily in the same order. It is known that. Okay. Anyway. So now again make please 2 diagram for 7 people. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again here one more diagram. So right. So here it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Fine. So Ricky is the third from the right end. Ricky is the third from the right end. So friends, this will be your left end and this will be your right end. So from right end, this is my first place, my second place and third place. So Ricky is third from the right end, right? So Ricky is third from the right end, no confusion at all. Then David is standing at the left end of the row. Left end of the row. So this is my left end. So David will be sitting here. Here also no confusion. 2 boys are standing between Jack and Finn. So 2 boys are standing between Jack and Finn, and Jack is standing second to the right of Tim. So what I will do, Jack is second to the right of Tim. So definitely one possibility is Tim you put it here, then you will put Jack here. Another possibility that Tim you can't put here, because Tim if you will put here, then Jack will come here where already Rocky is sitting. So the another possibility which you will be having is Tim will sit here, right? And your Jack will be nothing but here, because Jack is second right of your Tim. Other than that, you do not have any possibility. Fine. Now, Jack is standing second to the right of Tim. Okay. 2 boys are standing between Jack and Finn. So if Jack is here, right? So 2 boys are sitting between Jack and Finn. So this is 1 boy, this is 2 boy. This side you cannot put it, because already T is there. Okay, D is there. Now in this case, two boys are sitting between Jack and Finn. So this is one boy, this is second boy, and this is Finn. Okay, fine. And then Tim is not sitting adjacent to Finn. So Tim is not sitting adjacent to Finn. But here if you'll see, both are sitting nearby. So this particular diagram becomes wrong. Now, how many boys are standing between Harry and Brian? Now friends, Harry and Brian basically. Now friends, we have two choices left. So Harry will come here and Brian. See, basically we are, in India, we put the name Hari, right? We put the name, we say Brain. So there will be Harry, Brian. I don't know Accenture why you can use these names, right? Okay, anyway. So now we have Harry and we have Brian. Okay. So how many? Either Harry will sit here, Brian here, or Brian will sit here, Harry here. So in any case, how many will sit between them? Only two. So your answer will become only two person will be sitting between Harry and Brian. Clear? Okay, very good. Now, friends, this is a data, this is a problem from the data sufficiency, where you have to tell which data is sufficient, like a statement 1 is sufficient to answer the question, or statement 2 is sufficient to answer this question. Okay, so that one you have to solve. Anyway, please read the question and then you try to solve it here. Okay, fine. So what they're telling, 5 points L, M, N, P and Q are marked on a map. Find the distance from, so this is your main thing. So find the distance from point M to point P. Statement 1. So let us take a statement 1. Statement 1 says point L is located 8 meters to the west of point P. Now friends, so any problem of direction you have to solve, keep this basic diagram in mind. This will be north, this will be east, this will be south, and this will be west, right? So this will be your basic diagram. It will never change. Either you sit like this, you sit like this, you sit like this, you sit like this. In whole reasoning, it will be same only, right? Okay, now. So point L is located 8 meters to the west of point P. Now suppose your P is here. Okay, fine. Then point L is 8 meters. So I'll put little more down here. Okay, so this is my L, and point L is, so west will be this direction. So point L is nothing but 8 meters of point P. West means this direction, and 6 meters to the south of point Q, and 6 meters, right? 6 meters. So Q is here. South is where? South is down. South is down. 6 meters. Okay. Then 6 meters south of point Q, which is at a distance of 9 meters from the point M. Where is point M? Point M can be here. Point M can be here. Point M can be here. Now, so 9 meters from here, the distance will be, right? So they're telling which is the distance. So we have to find out, right? So find the distance between the point P. Okay. Now, so friends, if it is 9 meters here, right, then the distance will be different, right? See, point Q, I'm sorry. So point Q is 9 meters. Now this is my P. So point Q is 9 meters. If M is here, right? So this is 9 meters. Okay, and little this things, right? Okay, so then the distance will be different. If point M is here, 9 meters will be this, then the distance between P and M will be different. So we are not, the point, where is this point M is not given. So when point M is not given, then definitely statement 1 is not sufficient to answer the question. Now we will be looking for a statement 2. Statement 2 says point N is located 4 meters to the north of point Q and 5 meters to the south of point M. Statement 2 does not talk about P, and they are telling what is the distance between M and P. Statement 2 alone cannot answer this question. So now statement 2 we are going to merge and then see if we can get the answer or not. So point N is located 4 meters to the north of Q. So north means where? North means up. So point N is here, okay? Point N is here, north 4 meters. So point N is located to the north of point P and 5 meters to the south of point M. 5 meters to the south of point M. Now, so friends, south of point M. So definitely right. And 5 meter point N is nothing but 5 meters to the south of M. So M will be here, right? I will take another pen here. So this will be here and then only you will see, right, 5 meters, right? So your M is now here. Now position of M we know because N is nothing but 5 meters south of M. So the distance between P and M will be this one. So base is, see this will be your triangle basically, right? Okay. So this is 8 meters and this total is what? 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 6 is 15 meters, right? Okay. This you have to calculate. So Pythagoras says that 15 square and plus 8 square. So 225 and plus 64. So it will be nothing but 982. 289 is nothing but 17 meters. So this particular distance will become 17 meters and this will become your answer, right? So in an easy way we are able to do. So the question answer will become statement 1 and 2. Both is required to solve this particular question. Now friends, so this is a question from the flow chart. So this particular question says, so you might be able to see this flow chart. Let me come this side, okay? So entrance exam point is E, graduation point is G, and PG point is PG. Total points is this. If P is greater than 25, if it is true, then it will follow that path. If it is false, it will follow this path. So basically what they are telling, if LX scores 20 points in entrance exam, E is 20, 40 points in graduation 40 points, and 60 points in post graduation 60 points, then the student will be selected, rejected, or selected without a stipend. So friend, total point P is equals to E plus, E is 20 plus 0.25 into graduation point is 40, right? Okay. So 20 plus this 0.25 will be 1 by 4 into 40. So 20 plus 10 will be equal to 30. Clear? Okay. So is the value of P is nothing but 30. So is P greater than 25? Ha bhai. 30 is greater than 25, right? There is nothing to ask here. Then it will follow this path. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Then they are telling is 0.4, right? So is 0.4 into PG. So is 0.4 into PG. PG is 60. So here one decimal will cancel this 24. So is 0.4 into PG, 24 is greater than 30? No, 24 is not greater than 30. Then it will follow this path? No. And here selected without a stipend. So that LX will be selected, but he will not be getting any kind of stipend. So option B will become the correct answer for this flowchart problems. Many questions are directly repeating in the exam as it is. Now the last problem from cognitive ability. After that Nitin sir will start with pseudo code and coding problem, right? Okay. Friends, in a certain code, toe, boe, joe and noe means the rain falls gently. The rain falls gently. Okay, fine. And joe, noe, poe, boe. That means the dew gently falls overnight. So what they are telling, what is the code for rain? Now friends, if we'll try to analyze, so the and the is common, false is common, gently is common, and so these three are common. What is not common? Rain. So you see what is common here. So joy common, noe common, and boe common, right? So this will become nothing but the code for, so this will become nothing but the code for your rain. So toe will become the code for rain. Okay, now, so I hope friend this is clear. And now before I bind up friends, so if you have Accenture examination, take it very seriously, get this course and start your preparation. This course will be definitely very useful. You will be getting a lot of direct questions which will be repeated, and also you have many practice sections, technical 10 mock test is there, not complete, but you will be getting 20 questions where you will be able to practice verbal ability, pseudo code, reasoning, cloud and networking, MS application. So everything you will be able to get it. So now let us move towards pseudocode and coding. Thank you.
So hello everyone and welcome to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the Accenture coding question and pseudocode questions also, which were asked in recent Accenture examination. So today's coding question is going to be very important. There are very important concepts that I am going to discuss along with the question discussion in this video. So please watch this video till the end. You are going to learn a lot from it, okay? So let's start the video without wasting any time. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. So as you can see, this is the problem. It is says as hours count. Okay, the problem statement is hours count, and the description will as follows: that we have been given an array. The name of the array is A, and that array is of size n, where AI represent minute. That means each element in the array represent the value of minutes. Understood for now? Now what we have to count? We have to count the number of pairs whose sums represent any full R. Now what is pair? Any two values we can take together is called as a pair. Now whatever the two value we will take two different values from the array, and when we add them, if their sum comes to be a full R. Now what is a full R? So full R, you can say 60 minute will consider of a one full R. In similar way, 120 minute will consider of a 2 full hours. So in this way, whenever, because that is all we know from our school days only, that 60 minute considered to be an hour. So whenever certain amount of minute you get, if you divide them by 60, and if the remainders comes to be the 0, then you can say it is a full hour, because full hour have no extra minute. Okay, rather than it is just when you convert it into the R format, so it would be only in R, there will be no minute left. If I could give you an example, so 65 minutes, let's understand. So if I want to convert it into the R system, then it would become 1 hour, but also it will become 5 minutes after that, because 1 hour, 5 minutes, 1 hour will be equal to 60 minutes, and then 5 minutes, we add them both, it will become 65 minutes. So 65 minutes is not considered to be a full hour. But in the same way, 60 minutes and 120 minutes is considered to be a full hour. Yes, because when we change it to an R format, there will be 0 minute which will be left to as a remainder. So whenever you divide any number by 60, and if it comes to be 0, sorry, if it is completely divisible, that means its remainders will comes to be 0, then you could say it is a full R. So this is the basic understanding. I hope all of you are aware of this. Now the very important concept. In the beginning, I have told you we are going to also discuss a very important concept, and that is this. You can see, I know most of you already know these kind of concept, but yeah, many of the students I have engaged with, I have seen these things that they do not know where to implement it and why we are implementing it. So it is saying as the count can be very large. So count, what is the count? Number of pairs whose sum comes to be a full R. That could be very large within some kind of input. Okay, if that could be defined. So there may be chance that count will be so large. So we have to print count modulo operator 10 to the power 9 plus 7. Now what is this? Just understand it. Why it is saying if it is be so large, then we have to take modulo 10 to the power 9 plus 7. So what is the 10 to the power 9 plus 7? It is the maximum range of an integer variable. So we know the integer data type. Then if there will be so large number, then we convert to the long data type. Understood? I think all of you are aware of these things. So int have a certain byte of space. We all know in our basics of C programming, C++ when we used to learn the coding. So these things we are aware about. But now the implementation will come like. So why it is saying take the modulo with 10 to the power 9 plus 7. So let's say the number will be larger than it. So what is the basic functionality of modulo operator? Let's first understand it because it is very important for us to solve this problem. So if I would say, let's say any number modulo by a, what will be the all possible output of it? I'm telling you, if you take any number by modulus any other number, then what is the all possible output that you could get? Let's say I'm telling you any number if I divide by 5, then the sorry, not the divide, but modulo. The modulo will return you the remainder. Then the property of a remainder is what? It should be always lesser than the divisor. So we could say the value could be 0, value could be 1, value could be 2, value could be 3, value could be 4, but it could not be 5 and more. Because if it could be more than 5 or equal to 5, then it comes under again a division, and then the result would be something else. So that is the basic functionality of a modulo operator. So for this problem, if anyone ask you that if I take n modulo a, then what could be the possible range of value that I could get, then you can easily say him, you could get 0 to a minus 1, not more than that. So it is the possible range of a value whenever we take the modulo of it. Now, how this will be implemented here? So let's say there will be very large number and we have to return our answer in the integer value variable. Then that large number couldn't fit into the integer variable that we have already created, and that will be give us some kind of error. Understood, na? So what actually happens here? So when we take it modulo with the 10 to the power 9 plus 7, which is actually the highest range that we could consider in our C++ programming and any programming you are used to of it, int max. So that the same thing will be applicable here. So the value, ultimate value, whatever the value you could get your answer, you take it by modulo this, so the value will be in the range of 0 to 10 to the power 9 plus 7 always, minus 1 always. So it will be in the certain range of answer that we want to. That's why we are taking the modulo here. So this is the very important thing. You have to understand it. You have to do it in the questions, obviously, but you also have to understand these things. Understood now? So now, and if no such pair can be found, let's say there will be 0 value will be there, then what you will do? You just print no R's. You just print no R's. Understood? Is this clear with everyone? I hope it is. So if it is clear with everyone, so let's go up. Let's go up here. Let's check it. So what I'm going to do, no pairs can be formed when n equal to 1. So n equal to 1 means the size of the array is 1. So there will be only one value present in the array. So in that case, what will happen? Obviously, you could not form any pair also. So that eventually means that you could not have no value. Then you have to return no R's because you couldn't form anything or like that. Now, what is the input format that we have to understand it here? So let's understand. So the input format, the first input is actually the size of the array, and next the array of that particular size, which contains the different elements of and different an element of different hours value, sorry, minutes value. Okay, now if this is clear, the output we have to return either the value modulo 10 to the power 9 plus 7. Why it is so, I have already explained to you. Otherwise, if the value comes to be 0, that means you don't have any value, then return no R's. Understood? So this is the thing that we have to do. And output will be matched to the candidate output printed and studio. Okay, that thing is part of that. Now the constraint, very important. We are going to discuss it again. The constraint means the value of n could be lies in between 1 to 10 to the power 5. That means the smallest size of the array would be 1 and largest size would be 10 to the power 5. And AI means the each value, each index value that represent the value of a minutes. It could also lies in between 0 to 10 to the power 9. So it can be 0 also, it can be 10 to the power 9 also, or it can be any value in between them also. So that thing we have to understand in this problem. Now let's try to understand how actually the answer is coming. If you are seeing this example test case here, n equal to 4, that means we have 4 different value of minute in the array, and it will be like this: 1, 59, 30, and 30. That means we have 4 different value: 1 minute, 59 minute, 30 minute, and 30 minute. Now we have to form all possible pair whose value comes to be a full R, whose sums value is come to be a full R. That is our requirement, basic requirement up here. So let's do it. How we will do it? Just go for the brute force way. Do not think anything else. Let's think of a brute force right now. Then we will think of an optimizer. So 1 plus 59, what it could be? 1 plus 59. 1 plus 59. So start from here. So I mean, I'm just checking here. Okay, this value, first I'm going to 1 and I'm checking. Can one form a suitable pair with any other value present in the array so that the ultimate sum could comes to be a full R? So we have to check it. So what we are going to do? For 1, we are checking with 1, 50, 59. What is that sum? It comes to be 60. Is it a full R? Yes, it is a full R. Understood. Again, 1 could go with the 30 also. This 30, I'm telling you, this index 30. You're gonna check with everyone, na? So 1 is going to check with 30 also. So when 1 is checking with 30, the sum comes to be 31. Is it a full R? No, it is not. Again, 1 will go and check with this 30. Is it a full R? No, it is not. So I get to know, okay, 1 can form one possible pair. Now, when I go to 59, do I have to check with 1 again? Do I have to go back and check with 1 again? No, because 1 and 59 has already been checked. So I don't have to check all the possibility with the previous value. Whenever we move forward, we have to check possibility with the all the value which is ahead of it, because the previous value is already been checked when the previous value is checking with me, because he is checking with me, so I don't have to check with him again. Understood now? So that thing would happen. So 59 will check with whom? 59 will again check with 30. So 59 and 30 could form a pair? No, it could not. Again, he will check with the another 30. Could I form a pair? No, he did not. So 59 couldn't form any pair ahead of it. Till now, we just found one possible pair, which is 1, 59. Now go with this 30. So this 30 have to look ahead, not before, because before is already been tested. So this 30 will look ahead to this 30, which is only possible value. He can check ahead of it. So 30, 30 will comes to be a value to be 60. So when the value comes to be the 60, then we get to know that, yeah, it is actually a full pair. Now, can we go and check with this 30? No, because this is alone. There is no value ahead of it to check it. So we have checked all the possible values, all the possible pair that can be possible in the particular array. And after checking all the possible pairs in the array, we get to know there are two possible pairs who could form whose sum could form a full array. So what is the answer? The answer is 2. Very simple. Now you would ask, okay, sir, it is very simple. Yeah, it is very simple. Very simple is the logic. But can this logic will work in this particular problem? That we have to see. So let's understand what will be the pseudo code of it. So what I'm doing, I'm running a for loop and checking each value one by one. So I equal to 0. I'm going till I n minus 1, because I don't have to go to the n minus 1th value. So n minus 2 I will go. So less than n minus 1. And then inside it, I'm checking with the value next to it, the ahead, all possible ahead value of it. J is equal to I plus 1, and till the time j less than n, I will go and check it with all possible values. So each time I am visiting it. So how many time I am visiting it? N time it is being visited, almost n minus 1 time you would say, and n minus 1 time it is also been visited. Okay. So n minus 1 multiplied by n minus 1, ultimately the highest power will comes to be like n square. So what is the time complexity of this particular problem? Would be n square. So n square is particular time complexity of this particular problem. One more thing I want to discuss with you in this only, the brute force approach also. So we have analyzed the time complexity of it. Now we just have to check whether this time complexity will work on this problem or not. How we are going to check? These all things I have already discussed in the crash course. If you are already enrolled in either 2.4, 2.5 batch or Accenture, TCS and QT, any crash course if you are already enrolled to, or in YouTube also I have made significant number of videos on it only, that how just by looking into the constraint you get to know whether your code will 100% pass for that particular problem or not. And that I'm going to discuss here also. Let's just wait a moment. The very important thing that I want to discuss with you in this particular problem is, you would say the mod operation will come here also. Here we are not thinking about the mod operation because the value are so small. But let's assume And how you get to know sum is comes to be a full R, that I have already discussed. Take the mod with 60. If the remainder comes to be 0, that means it is completely divisible by 60. And so you get to know that, okay, it is a full R. That thing discussed now. But the problem will come, let's say I have told you, na, the AI value could be 0 also or 10 to the power 9 also. Let's say two value, 10 to the power 9 plus 10 to the power 9. So let's say 10 to the power 9 will means 9999 will be the sum value. Understood? That thing plus no. Okay. And when we add them, there could be any chance that the summation of them would exceed the maximum limit of integer. What I'm saying, you are adding two very large number. So the sum of them would come even larger than this. And now these two large number, if is in the border, let's say there will be any case, so there sum would come above of it. But we are storing the sum into a integer variable. We could use the long variable also, so that there will be no overflow happen. But let's understand if we are not allowed to use long in this problem. So what we will do, we will have to find a way so we can reduce the value into the range. And for that, the mod will come to into the picture. Mod will come into the picture. How I'm going to implement the mod? So there is a very important concept, and that concept is used when we are going to optimize this particular problem also. So please listen to this concept very carefully. The concept what I am telling you here, if you look at it, just look at it. I'm telling you, you have 150 minute. So how many more minutes you have to add into it to make a full hour? So what you will think in a brute force way? You will think, okay, 150 is what? So 150 is 120 is 2 hours plus 30 minutes is extra. Understood? So to make it full hour, because it is already a full hour, so I don't have to worry about it. I just have to make him full hour. So what I will add into this 30 minutes, so it will again make a full hour. So I will add 30 minutes to it. So it will become 60 minutes, and ultimately it will become 1 hour also. So this part is also full hour, this part is also full hour. What I'm telling you now, there is 80 minutes. So how you will look at 80 minutes? 80 minutes will be look as one full hour, and then 20 minutes will be there, extra 20 minutes. So if I have to add something to it to make it a complete full hour, so what I will do, I will add 40 to this 20 minutes. Okay, in this way, if you look at it, then the solution will be very easy. So it will become 60 minutes, and then it will again become 1 hour. The deductive way we are solving it. So how it gonna help us? So if you understand, let's understand it with a very simple example. Let's say we have two value. The value is 70. Take it as 80 also. 80, and we have a value of 160. 80 plus 160 would be what? Just I'm asking you. It is nothing but 240. Is 240 is a full hour? You divide it by 60. Yeah, it will be divisible in 4 times. So remainder will comes to be 0 only. So yeah, it is a full hour. Understood. But what we actually have done. So if you look at 80, so 80 is nothing but 1 hour plus 20 minutes. 1 full hour plus 20 minutes. What is 160? It is 2 hour plus 40 extra minute. So what we have added only these 2 hour, and this 1 hour is already a full hour. We just have added this remaining 20 minutes from here and remaining 40 minutes from here, and it will eventually become to be the 60 minute, which will comes to be 1 full hour again. Yeah, in both way you could see. You can directly add them also, or you can deduce them also into the hour minute system and then get to it. So if you deduct them, then what will happen? Always whenever you are doing something, let's say 80, whether doing directly 80 plus 160, what you will do? You will do 80 modulo 60. So what will happen? Just the remainder value will come out to be. So remainder will be what? 20. What is 20? The extra minute which is apart from a full hour. 20 is just an extra minute when we take it modulo by 60. So what we will get? Extra 20 minute which will be apart from a full hour. Clear for now? Now the same will apply for here also. Same will apply for here also. Take 160 by modulo 60. So what actually result will be 40. Remainder will be 40 obviously. Now 40 is what? Extra minute apart from 2 full hours, because 160 is what? 2 hour plus 40 minute. So when we take any minute value modulo 60, whatever the result will be, it is just the extra minute apart from the full hour, because for full hour we don't have to do anything. We just have to make sure the 2 extra minute of these two value should be add to make a complete 1 full hour. If it is so, then rest of the value is already a full hour. Na? Like 1 hour is already a full hour in 80 case, 2 hour is already full hour in 160 case. Just 20 and 40 will come together and will make a 1 full hour. So we could say, yeah, 80 plus 160 will make a full R for sure. Understood now? Let's take another case where it could not be possible. Let's take a case of 65 plus 95. So 65 modulo 60 will be the 5 minute, which is the extra minute apart from one full hour. 95 modulo 60 will be what? 35 minute. When you add them both, it will become 40 minute. Does 40 minute is a full hour? No, it is not a full hour. When you check them also, it will not make a full hour. So this is the thing. What will at the advantage of it? So the advantage will be the same. When two large number would be there and you have to add them up. So their sum will go sometimes beyond the range of an integer value also. So what we will do, we will just take the modulo 60 with those two values. So there eventually the resultant value will lies in the range of only 0 to 59, because that is the property of modulo which we have discussed in the beginning of this problem. That's why I've told you, na, this all the thing we have discussing is going to help us to solve this problem later on the part. So this is one kind of thing that I want to explain you. Whenever you are adding those two values, that do not directly add them to check whether it is a full R or not. Take the modulo 60 with it, so that it will be a good practice and it will save a lot of your time. And if you do such kind of thing in an interview, they are going to impress with you very much. Okay. So this is the thing I just want to discuss. So this is the brute force way. Now, this is the one of a way which could give you one answer in those particular problem, but it will not work for all possible test cases in this particular problem. Why? Because you could say the value of n is largest value will be 10 to the power 5, and n square means it will comes to be 10 to the power 10 operation. But what we already know that in 1 second, how much operation could compiler do in between 10 to the power 7 to 10 to the power 8 operation. So if your code operation will go beyond of that, then it could give you time limit exceed. So that's why it is not the optimized approach. That's why I've told you in the beginning, it is a brute force approach that we have discussed. So now how to optimize it? So let's understand. Using the different output, we have another output also. So what we are going to do, what is the logic we are going to implement here? Please listen to it very carefully. We are just have to find that a plus b should be equal to 60 in all other cases. Why I'm telling you on all other cases, it should be equal to 60 also, because you remember the case of 80 plus 160. Now you would say, then it is a full hour. You say, okay, sir, 80 plus 60, 160 is not equal to 660. So how you could tell? But it is a full hour also. And you are telling me the condition to be a full hour, we just have to check a plus b is equal to 60. Because I have told you, na, you just have to deduct it. 80, what is 80 modulo? You just have to do what? A modulo 60 plus b modulo 60 should be equal to 60. This is the case you have to follow. There is one exception that I'm going to discuss later on, but yeah, most of the cases that will work. Now what it is saying, a modulo 60 and b modulo 60 should be equal to 60. What happens here? So let's case a is 80. If I'm telling you a is 80 and b is 160, so how it will work? So 80 modulo 60 would be what? 20. B modulo 60 would be what? 60 modulo 60 would be what? 60 modulo 60 would be what? It will become 40. So 40, it is equal to 60. Yeah, it is the case. So that is the thing we have to search. Now, what we are doing initially, we are taking one A and we are searching for B every time. Why to search for B every time? Because we know two values in an equation, then we get to know what is the third value we require. Na? We just have to check whether it is present or not. And for that, we use a container. Like here, we are going to use map. In C++, it is a map. In Java, you can say it as a hash map. Okay, dictionary. Python also, you are saying it as dictionary and all. So the similar kind of thing concept will be used. Just we have to make a container where we can store the values, and later on we just have to find whether it is present or not. So what is the logic here? We have to find a plus b is equal to 60. The value which we are going to point on, we called it as a. We know what we require. We require 60. Sorry. Okay, let me just yeah. Now, so we require 60. So what is the value of b that we want? 60 minus a. We know a. Just what is the value of b we require? Just subtract it, na? 60. You get to know what is the value of b you require. And where you have to find b, just create a container where you could find a b. So in one iteration, you could find how many possible pairs you could form. So that is the optimization that we are going to think of. Now, how this will be implemented, just look at it. You are going to understand within, just give me 2 more minutes. I know this question is going to be very lengthy, but yeah, I have to explain you some basics part so that you are going to understand this part so quickly. So let's get to know that. So this is the sample test case which we are implementing to. So what we are doing, we are creating a map. I hope already you are aware of how map will work. If you are not, go and watch my previous video. It is already been explained in descriptive way also. Or you can check out the courses also that we are offering you, where we are conducting the live classes, the hundreds of videos on all present that we are going to do later on. But yeah, let's on see here. So in map, actually key value pair will be there. Key has a property of unique and all. So just I'm going through a brief of it. And what is the implementation of map container here? Just understand it. So let's understand. So initially what I am on. So I'm on the value 2. I'm on the value 2. So what is the value of A? A will be 2 currently. A will be 2 currently. What is the value of B? B is 6. Sorry, what is the value of B? So B is nothing but A. B is nothing but and modulo also, because 2 modulo 60 will be 2 also, because we have to always consider them in the range, this kind of thing. Okay. So what we are going to do? We are going to do 60 minus A modulo 2. Okay. Whatever the value A modulo 2 will give, subtract it by 60. That will be your possible B value. That will be your possible B value. So we just checking. Okay. A is 2. So 2 modulo 60 is obviously 2, and 2 minus 60 will be 58. So B is requiring 58. Do we have 58? We have in the array that you can see already. But yeah, where we are actually checking for the B, we are checking in the map. So do we have map on the, do we have B on the map? No, because map is currently empty, because we are only the, we are going to the first value only. Okay. So first value have not any earlier value to form a pair with. Here we are forming the pair with the previous value that we have already gone through. In the brute force, we are checking with the afterwards value. Here we are checking with the previous value. And for the previous value, we are going to store them into the map so that we could check them after a bit. But here we could say, okay, we don't have this B value in the map only. So what we will go? We will go to the next value in the array. But before going to the next value, what I have to do? I have to mark 2 here and update the count of it. So initially there will be no 2%. So 2 will go because A value is 2. So whatever the value of A could be, map into the, put into it into the map and increase this count by 1. So since default count will be 0, so it could be incremented by 1 in the map. So now map will look like 2 is present as a 1. So key 2 and value is 1. That means 2 is present as 1 of a count right now. Now we are going again, A is pointing to 2, the next 2. And again, the same formula would happen. And again, I'm searching for B is equal to 58. Do we have in the map? No, we don't have yet. So what I'm going to do, before moving to next, I just have to increment the count of 2 to 1. So 2 will become 2. That means there is 2 value percent in the map. Now when look at it, now the condition will come, how you will get to know. So now A will be equal to 58. So when A will be equal to 58, when A will be equal to 58. So now what I am going to search it. Now when I am going to search it. So 58 modulo 60, obviously 58. It could be your answer. And 58 minus 60 would be 2. Now I am searching whether this value 2 is present into the map or not. And when I go and search into the map, I will see, okay, it is present. 2 is present in the map. And what is the value of 2? It is actually 2. That means there are 2 present in the map. There are two values present in the map. So how many pair we could form? That will depend upon how many that value, B value, is present into the map. What I'm saying you, let's say there is a 1 B value and you are matching it with, sorry, there is a 1 A value which is 58 currently, and the B value I require to be 2. And I have seen there are 2 B equal to 2 will present in the map. So how many pair I could form? One with this and one with this. So that will depend upon the count of the B value into the map. So there are 2 B values, so we could form 2 pairs, one with this and one with this. So how many pair we could form right now? So we could form, the answer I will increment to 2. Because till now we don't have any answer. So now we have 2 pairs that could form a full R. Understood? One more thing, just one more thing. And that is just you have to do here. Go to the next. Oh, before doing that, 2 is 2 and 58 is 1. Okay. Now the thing will come. There is one catch in this formula. You have to do one optimization because because we are taking modulo with 60, na? So when we take 60 modulo 60, it will become 0. So again, when you have another value, so it will not get you value because when you have 60 and again we have 60, so you take modulo with them, so it will become ultimately 0. So we don't want that. If there is a value, because there you do not differentiate between 0 and 60. Okay. So what we have to do? So when the value will be 60, when the a value will be 60, either 60 or multiple of 60, like 120, 180, 240, whatever it could be. So if you take modulo it at 60 and if its value comes to be 0, then we have to change that value not to the modulo value of it, but to the 60 to it. Let's say 120. So there will be a value of 120. 120 modulo 60 will be comes to be 0. But we don't have to make them 0. We have to make them 60. So whenever some value which is multiple of 60 would come, then we have to make them 60. Understood? So that is the thing we are going to do here. So 60. 60 minus 60. Okay. What is the value of B? 0. Do we have B 0 here? No. But while storing here, we have to store 60 modulo 60. Okay. Then we are storing here 0. So 0 will comes to be 1. Why I'm telling you, you are going to understand it very soon. And then afterwards, what I'm going to do, again a value comes to be 60. So 60 minus 60 will be the value of B. So B are now searching for value 0. Do we have 0 here? Yeah, we have 0 here because earlier we have inserted it. How many 0 we have? 1 0. So how many pair you could form? 1 pair. So total number of pair would be what? 3 pairs. And you could see the answer comes to be the 3. So you can see now, in only one search, using the map, we are going to search how many pairs we could form up here. I hope now everything is clear. I want to describe this fully, all the details, and I hope I am able to describe it wholefully. But even if you have any doubt, you can comment down. We are going to solve that up. Now let's directly jump to the coding part because it's already been so late in this particular problem. It is easy problem, but yeah, if I want to just skip the part, I could do that also. But I want to make sure that you could understand because this is a very good problem, I would say. So let's me code it. Now I think you can code it in any language. This is very simple code. The code is not going to be difficult. You just have to understand what is actually happening there and why actually that happening. If you understood that, then everything will be easy. And now inside the main function, what I'm just writing the brute force optimized approach because brute force approach is very easy. Okay. Okay, now in that we have to take the n, which is the size of the array, and then also the array of that particular size. Okay. And for and I equal to 0, I less than n, and I plus plus would be there. And for each value, I'm going to insert the value into the array. Clear? And also, this is the done with the input side on all. Now just have to form an answer variable, which will, or the count, whatever you would say, which will hold the count of total possible pairs that we could form. Okay. And also a mod 10e, because it is being already explained in the problem that whatever the value we have to take a mod of 10 to the power e plus 7 with it. Okay. So if it is clear, what I'm going to do now, yeah, let's do it. So let me create a map. I'm creating an on-order map and both value are of integer type, and there will be a map. And now I'm going to iterate over the array for once, and whatever the value I am on, I will consider it to be a, because a b equal to 60, the formula we used here. So the same formula will be implemented here also. So what is the thing I'm going to do? Nothing but just integer of a is equal to what is the value? Let me check. Okay, one thing was that the thing now, if it is multiple of 60, then it could be only 60. The exception will be there. So if ai modulo 60 is equal to, you would say if it is 0, 60. If modulo of ai not a array of I, array of I is equal to 60 is equal to 0, and also the value could not be 0 only. If it could be 0, then you can consider it to be 0, because then 0 also 0 modulo 60 will also comes to be 0. So in that case, what I have to do, I have to mark, let me create an integer so you can understand it very better. So I have to mark a with 60, then a will be directly 60. Otherwise, what a will be, else part will be that a will be nothing but array of I and modulo 60. That could be the case, because that is what we have understood. And now we just have to find what is b. So b is what? B is nothing but 60 minus a. And now just have to check that whether b is present in the map. And for that, we have a find function in C++, the get function in Java. Okay. So mp dot find, if we could find it, that means if it will not point to the end, that means we have found it. If we found it, otherwise we don't have to do anything. But if we found it, then what could be our answer? The answer will only depend upon how many bees are actually present in the map, and the value, because bees value is considered to be the key in the map, then whatever the value associated with it will represent the count of it, and the count will consider only as the value, because after all, there were two present, so it could form two pairs. If three two present, then it could form three pairs. A simple thing. So the thing would be mp of b, whatever the value it have, just that could be our answer. And if there will be no found, then you have to do nothing, but just for each case, whenever I will go to the next value, before that, I have to insert a modulo 60, okay, and plus plus, okay, into the map. So that in the next time, whenever I would come, it will help me to find a new pair of it. Understood? So this is the thing that I have done here. Okay. And whenever you are adding something to the map, do not forget to do answer. Okay, let me do it here only. Answer is equal to answer plus, yeah, and then take it the modulo. Take it mod also. Yeah, that is the thing. Okay, that is the thing that I want to discuss. And then at the end, just me print the answer up here. Okay, now I think everything is being done. Let me run it. So let me run it. Okay, so output is coming as 2, but it should be coming as 3. Okay, so there is a mistake. It should be not equal to. Yeah, the simple mistake I have done. It should be not equal to 0. Because if it is equal to, yeah, output is coming to be 3. You could check it with any other output. So this is the answer that I want to tell you. Okay, the one answer, just I forgot. The other case, when there will be no possible input will be there, then I have to print no, what I have to print? No R's, okay? Then I have to print no R's. So when I will decide, so when my answer is 0, no. Because when my answer will become 0 one more time, let's say when my total answer will be 10 to the power 9 plus 7, let's hope, and we are taking it by 10 to the power 9 plus 7, then it could also be possible. Then it could also be possible that it is some other answer. So always 0 will not possible to be that. Okay, just I'm taking a hypothetical case. So what I will have to do, let me create a Boolean flag that I will check whether it is being updated somehow or not. Okay, so when I get to mark it as true, whenever the first time or any time it is being updated, just mark that flag, because it is the case when we have to update it now, when we have found it. So flag is equal to true. So that is the case. Okay, so when we don't found any answer, then what will return? So we just have to check if flag is equal to false. It remains to be false. Then that means answer is not being updated anyhow. And then we get to know that, yeah, so there we do not found any valid pair. So we have to return what? No R's. And in other cases, else would be the case when we found one answer. So let's print it just. Okay. I hope now it is clear to everyone. Okay. So this is the complete code. I hope it is clear for you. This is actually a lengthy code. The explanation could be lengthy, you could say. But yeah, I hope if you understood it, that's a success only. So now Just wait, we have to discuss one or two pseudocodes also. But before that, I just have an announcement for all of you that just you can see on your screen. It is actually Accenture crash course that you can enroll. You will find the link already in the description and all. Okay. So you can just go and check out that if you are really preparing for this examination. And now let's go to the pseudocode of that particular examination only. Very important pseudocode will be there. Just let's discuss it. Okay. So you could see this is the pseudocode. Okay. How to solve the pseudocode? I hope you already know. Go to each instruction one by one and do accordingly. And then at the end, you will have your solution. So the first is we have to declare three integer variable p, q, and r. And p will be inserted with a in the next instruction. Q will be have value 2 and r will have value 6. Now we have a for loop, and for loop is saying that r value from 3 to 5. Now what it means? So r will go to 3 first and then go to 4 and then go to 5. Till the time the r value will lie in the range of 3 to 5, we have to be in the for loop and do our instruction as follows. And when that will be over, when r value will become 6 eventually, then we have to stop our operation in the for loop. So what is the operation that we have to do? So for loop is starting here, it is ending here. So whatever in between them is the instruction inside the for loop. So we have to do that accordingly. So r value will now first point to 3. So when r will point to 3, so it is saying the instruction is p is equal to r XOR 10 and then XOR p. So what is it is? It is XOR operator. I have discussed multiple time in my videos, the XOR binary operator. Okay. And you could see what actually it will work on. It will work on binary number, the base 2 numbers. So the number which we are dealing on, it is a base 10 number. Okay, because 0 to 9, all the thing, why it is by base 2, why it is binary 2, that we have discussed already. So if you want a separate class on that, you can mention it down. But yeah, for now, what we are going to discuss, we just have to convert the decimal number into a binary number, and then only we could perform the XOR operator. But how we perform the XOR operator? Since the binary number is in the form of 0 and 1 only, so the XOR will say if both are 1 or if both are 0, then in all the cases, I will give you 0. Sorry, not. If both are 0. But if both are different, that means first is 0, second is 1, or vice versa, then in that case, I will give you the output as 1. So this is the simple logic the XOR operator used to follow. Now how this will be implemented here? So R XOR 10, XOR P. Okay. So what is the value of P? P value is 8. What is the value of uh, R? R value is currently 3. So if we convert 3 to a binary number, it will be 1, 1. And if you want to convert 10 to a binary number, it will be 1, 8, 0, 1, 0. How it will be? I've discussed multiple times. You could check out our courses also. This is a separate video altogether. But yeah, I hope you already know about this. So 1, 1 and 1, 0, 1, 0. If you take the XOR, it will comes to be 0, 1 will be what? 1, 1, 1 will be 0. It will be 0, 0, 0 and 1. So this is the ultimate result of it. But now we have to take it, so it is XOR with P. So what is the value of P currently? 8. So 8 is nothing but 1, 0, sorry, 1, 0, 0, 0. So let's take 8 XOR with 8 also. So the ultimate result 0, 1 will be 1 and rest of them will be 0. So the output will be only 1. So 1 will go where? 1 will be assigned to P. Now P value will be updated to 1. And now what will happen? Again, R will be incremented by 1. So R will become 4. Again, we have to do the same operation, but the value will again be changed. So 4 XOR 10 XOR 1. So what is 4? 4 is 1, 0, 0. And what is 10? We already know. 10 is 1, 0, 1, 0. Let's take the XOR first. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, and 1. And now let's take the XOR with 1. So 1 will be 0, 0, 0, and 1. Let's take the XOR. So 0, 1 will be 1, 0, 1, 1. So all of them will become 1 now. So 1, 1, 1, 1 in the binary number will comes to be the value 15. So that means P will now assign with the new value 15. And now what will happen? So R value will now become 5. So when R will become 5, now what we have to find? We have to find 5 XOR 10 and then XOR P. What is the value of P now? 15. So what is 5 XOR 10? So 5 is nothing but 101 and 10 is 1010. Nothing is here, so let's take 0. So 0, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1. Very good. And now what will happen when you take it to XOR with 15, so it will become 1, 1, 1 and 1. Let's take this XOR. Ultimately everything will become 0 because all are same, so ultimately the resultant will be 0. So new value of P will become 0. And now when R will become 6, I have to come out of the loop because now the condition will be not satisfied to be in the loop. So we come out and go to the next line. And the next line you can see again we have operator. It is the AND operator. AND operator. And what AND operator will do? So AND will do nothing but just, let me write it. Okay, so P is currently 0, Q2 and R will become 6. So logical AND we are discussing. So sorry, not bitwise AND. So it is bitwise AND operator. It will again work on binary number. Okay. But the logic it will follow that if both are 1, then only I will give you 1. If any of them are 0, okay, or both of them are 0, in all the cases I will give you 0. So this is the logic actually, logic and sorry, bitwise AND will follow. So let's do the same here. So P is what? 0. So 0 binary number will be 0 only. And 12 will be 8 plus 4. So it will be 12 will be 1, 0, sorry, 1, 1, 0, 0. And when you take it will be 0, 0, 0 and ultimate value will be only 0. So the resultant value of this will be 0. And when you add Q to them, what is the value of Q? We have 2. So the overall value will comes to be 2 only and it will go to the value P. So P will now become 2. And at the end, we just have to print what is P plus Q. So 2 plus 2 is nothing but 4. So this will be the output. So whichever option comes to be the 4 will be the correct answer. Okay, so this is the code that I want to discuss with you. Now we have another pseudo code. You can pause the video here and try to solve it down and comment down the solution also. So this is all from my side. Okay, we are going to meet in some other sessions. Okay.